Hi guys, welcome to another video which took a long time to actually think about, not gonna lie, seeing as my upload schedule is trash. And we're gonna play a new game called Tabs. It's in short for Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I don't know if you've heard of it before from some large YouTubers that actually play it, like Blitz, Baron 1 Games, guys like that. And yeah, let's show you the basics if you don't know what they are. There's these things called campaigns. You obviously start with the introduction, then you just unlock these by finding secret things. For example, there's this, and you just go through all this until you finish it, and then it gives you an achievement for finishing it. And yeah, that's basically what it's about. And then there's the sandbox, which is real fun. You can just go through all these maps. And yeah, personally one of my favorite is the Ancient 2, because it looks really good. And if you want to go in the mode that I am now, just it's called free mode, just free look, just look anywhere you want, just press F. You press F to go back again. And these are the regular factions, they're called. They go all up to tribal, farmer, medieval, ancient, Viking, stuff like that. All up to the secret units, which you can find only by searching around the map by using free mode. And you can find things like, I don't know, a guy who throws clams at random guys. You can find witches, which make a weird sound. You can find cannons and skeleton giants, which actually look really good because they're like ginormous. Now the funniest part of the game is the physics, because for example, they're just gonna fight. They're just gonna fight, and then that guy just throws clams. So that's fun. Now this guy, all he does is just take a long time to recharge. And you can take over as well, which is fun, to say the least. And yeah, what you're seeing above their heads is the giant's ability, which is now a dead pile of bones, but yeah, whatever. That was his ability of scaring away whoever opponents he has against him. Now, the most fun part about Tabs is that you can make your own factions and units. Now, I made all these already, which I will cover in a different video, but we can see a bit of them. Like, for example, I made fishermen and fish, which that guy just is wearing a fish and just ate him, and that guy just gonna smack him with his brother. And yeah, apparently I made this guy really powerful, as in damage, and actually, just showing you how what I made is just kind of a waste of time. Now I need to show you how to make them. So I just exited the battle, and you just come over to this custom content, and you can make battles, which I made 4 of. You can find random campaigns, and you can also see your units and make new units from down here. And make factions as well. I made 5, because if you don't have factions, you can't really use the units you made. So, for example, if you want to make a new unit, you can choose whatever. You can choose from this guy, just a human. You can make him blue or red, whatever. You can make him a skeleton or a miniature dude, whatever. And you can make him have different sounds. Like, for example, this guy, he's just a clubber from the tribal section. Or he can sound like Zeus. He can just sound like Zeus. He can sound like very high-pitched Zeus. Haka! Anyways, and he can be a melee or a ranged unit. He can target enemy or his closest friend, most expensive friend, or least health friend if you want him to be a healer, but for this time it's an enemy. And I'll make him a ranged unit. And you can make him ride other guys, which is really wonky in my perspective, so yeah. You can name him whatever. So you can name him Joe. Mama! And you can make him hold his weapons here. And then you have abilities, which I will cover in a few minutes. And he can hold many different things. Now, since I made him a ranged unit, I won't give him like a sword, especially a giant sword. This is like huge. The sword is huge. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest giving that to a guy. Now, you can change certain weapons. Like, for example, that's highlighting that, and I can just go to, for example, metal, gold, and I can make that gold. And yeah, I can change whatever part of the sword I like. But right now, I just want to, like, delete it. And you can just go to see any range unit. For example, when you see the bow, that's a ranged, and you see the sword, that's close range. That's not ranged, that's melee. For example, let's see Shuriken Joe. That's the ninja star thingy. And I can give him 2, which is also good. So right now all he does is just nothing. Just dies instantly. But then you can actually, this is not changeable, but then you can change it from projectile from the stats section. From the stats section you can change the projectile to any random thing. For example, I want him to be throwing bombs. And I can do it on the other side. And bombs. And now he just throws bombs. I mean, first he has to not die, then he can throw the bombs, but yeah, whatever. Now you understand what I'm saying. So let's make him hold something more fun. Let's say a cannonball. Well, no, as you can see, that's kind of big. Kind of, you know, just a little bit. Knife. He's gonna throw knives. He's gonna be the kitchen disaster. He's gonna throw knives forever. And yeah, so that's pretty much just this attack. And then you can just add abilities, which are, there's a ton of abilities, and these are the movement things. Like the assassin poof is actually really fun because he just poofs out of existence and goes to the rear end of the line, for example. So he just poofs out of existence and goes to the back end. So yeah, he exploded to death. And yeah, for a melee, I mean not melee, for a range unit, he's not really gonna use that. But he can use, I don't know, wings or whatever. And he can headbutt. He can have, you know, bomb spin. He can also shout at them, which is fun because he just launches them 10 light years away. And then you can have projectile block, which, well, blocks projectiles. And I'm gonna give him regular projectile block because, yeah. Now there's this thing called the Dark Peasant Hands. They kinda look menacing because, yeah, and they're the most OP thing to ever exist in tabs. So yeah. And you can do whatever you want. You have 5 slots, and you can give him rage, which makes him, I guess, faster and stronger. And you can also give him clothes, which I will give him a beard. And yeah, there's so many things you can choose from. Just so many things. Like you can do whatever. Just choose whatever. Like that. That. I'm just choosing random thing. Actually, no. Yeah, you can choose whatever you want, and it's good. just, for example, then there are things like from their other game, which is called Tab G, which is a fighting game. I think it's like a shooter game, yeah, from Tab G. And you can just scroll down through all these extra things. And I'm searching for one thing in particular, which is, yeah, there is a... Now that's cool. And you can give him stats, which is the most important thing. You can increase his hit points to a bajillion. Just now, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna give him 1,000 because that's enough. Actually, no, 500. That's good enough. And you can change his size a lot. A lot. I'm gonna leave him normal. And you can give him weight, which doesn't really matter that much apart from seeing how far he gets sent flying. So yeah, 1.2. Movement speed, which is kinda good, which you can escape from other guys if you do it a slight bit better. Now attack speed is the funniest thing. If you do it like 100 attack speed and 3 times damage, which is kinda obvious, it's real funny because this is what happens. He just shouts at them. And then he just throws knives. He's almost dead, because the enrage only happens when he's like at half HP. Now I think his attacks are really contradicting, because bomb, spin and shout don't really go with what he's trying to do. Yeah, then he has dodges, which are really good. The painter dodge is the best because he just pretty much teleports from side to side. And yeah, that's just what he does. Then you can give him I don't know, an arrow volley, which is fine. And he died. Those are the arrows. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you can just take a picture of him, just call him whatever. Then you have to name him. I'm gonna call him Knife Bro. And you can change his... I normally use manual because I don't really think 1260 is real good for this guy. I'm gonna give him 400, which I did not manage to type. 400. And description will be Knife Bro. Yeah. Then you can just save the unit, and you can just go here. I will put him in for fun because fun. And you can save that. Go back. You can go to actually campaign and sandbox, but yeah, sandbox. So let's choose the first map, for example. And I call him Kaif Bro. Kaif Bro. Let's put him up against regular guys. Few farmers, few harvesters, a guy who throws crows, which is extremely powerful. No. A few squires actually, and a few archers, and yeah, and the healer. That's it. Did he almost just kill himself? Now that's the fun part of this game. It's like so wonky. Look at him. Look at him. He's just dodging everything. Look at him walking. You can also slow time, and you can also freeze time, and you can also take over. Yeah, he lost because if you can see the price difference. Yeah, that's pretty much what Tabs is all about, and yeah, hope you liked it. Now, last thing I want to show before I leave is I want to know if you like my favorite looking character. This guy. He's like really creepy, and he's called the Smiter for reasons. And let's put him up against the strongest unit I know of. This guy. He freezes everyone. His attack is just... yeah, he lasers this guy. This guy, apparently, as far as I remember, doesn't he have like 5,000 health? Yeah, he's strong. This guy's strong. I think he's strong. So, yeah, then you have things like Samurai Giant, Gatling guns, which are fun to say the least. If you take control of them, they're really good. Like, just shoot. They just shoot forever. Lower your headphone volume, please. He deflected all the shots and he shot them back at me. Bro, that shot went straight through him. Anyways, that shows that this guy is strong. You know, he shot the guy back with his own bullet. Look at, actually, this physics is actually really good, because if you kill the gun, this guy is just also kind of dead because that's his unit. But if you kill him, the gun just stays there. It just doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's pretty much tabs, and hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Bye.